Where? Okay. So this is the Dog Walk Chronicles. There goes the fox. Maybe he came back for a second round with Gus. Gus has been loose for about 15 minutes. He was walking off the leash, and then he started getting worked up into a frenzy. And he saw the fox and took off. And I called him, and he finally came in. Didn't even want a treat, which is what I lured him with. And then he just sat in his cage and leaned up against the cage because he was, I guess, exhausted. The other guy was making some yipping. I wonder what he came back for. I gotta think that the fox will run away from his den, and the babies, whatever they're called, are supposed to go inside or underneath the shed. But I don't know why. He just... Where is he? There he is. I see him through the middle. He's in there somewhere. Well, he's in the yard there. But why did he come back to the front yard after Gus has been chasing him? Wouldn't you think you would be wise to stay away from the animal that outweighs you by at least 3 to almost 4 times? I think a fox weighs about 20, and Gus weighs about 85. Okay, babies are not out. Remember one year, before we put the addition on the house, there was a pool in the back, which we never used. It was concrete blocks, and it was defective from the time we got the house. It was basically right there where that whole addition is. And there was some bushes, and we had a fence around the pool. A mesh fence that was there when we got it, and there was a bush near the window, and it had a bird's nest, so we were keeping track of the bird's nest because, that's cool. Then one night we heard all this squawking. I went out, and there was a snake weaved in the tree, in the bush, I guess working his way up. I went inside to tell the family to check this out. There's a snake. When I came back, snake was gone, and so were the baby birds. So I guess that's nature. So no Dog Walk Chronicles today, but there are some fox sightings. And what was today's? Today was Paul in Acts chapter 9, seething anger or hatred for the Christians and getting permission to imprison them, and then getting smacked off his horse and blind. And then Ananias goes to visit him after God tells him to, and heals his sight again. His sight is returned, his appetite. And then in the gospel, what gospel? John chapter 6, right? But what was the story? Okay, I forget. Anyway, let's remember to ask the saints to pray for us. I forget the gospel at this moment. I didn't plan on this, but because I saw the fox out front, I thought, and he was making some nice, I don't know what that noise was, barking. Let's continue. Or let's start to pray for the Americas, that we would, to re-evangelize, that the Americas would come back to their Christian faith, to the obvious realization that there is a God, if you want to do the reasoning for it. and then be an example for the world.